Halloween, everybody! Today I'm here with Blaire the Webkinz Spooky Puppy, and I have a surprise custom Webkinz video for you. Though let's be real here, it's not actually that much of a surprise. If you guys have been following me for a while, you will know that I am a massive fan of the Webkinz Vampire series. I've already turned 2 of the designs into plushies, and I would really love to make all of them into plush one day. This year, Ganz released a new Webkinz vampire, the Webkinz Vampire Panther Cub, and everyone has been obsessed with it since it came out, including myself. So, surprise! I'm turning the Webkinz Vampire Panther Cub into a plushie! Woo! Let's get to it, shall we? First thing I needed was a pattern. The one I'm using for this video is by Teacup Lion, and I bought it from Etsy. It's for a lion cub, and I thought it would work well. I could have used a Webkinz Panther and just added the vampire details, but I did that for my other vampires, and I wanted to try something a bit more challenging. Once all the pattern pieces were cut out, I traced them onto my fabric. The panther has faint leopard spots, and as much as I searched, I could not find fabric that matched. So instead, I picked out this polka dot minky. The color of the minky was too dark for my fabric marker to show up, so I had to pin the paper patterns to the fabric and cut it out that way. It makes it harder to cut out the pieces when you do it this way, so I ended up cutting most of them off camera. Now that all the fabric is cut out, it's time to get sewing. Starting with the head, first thing, I sewed the darts on the side, gusset, and back pieces. Then I backstitched the face sides together at the chin. Then I attached the gusset to the face piece, finishing off the front. Then I sewed the earpieces together.
and baste them to the head. Then I took the back headpieces and sewed them together along the smaller side. Next, I took the two headpieces and sewed them together, leaving an opening along the bottom. Then I sewed the two tail pieces together. And gently stuffed it. Then moved it to the side for later. Next, I started on the wings. First, I added the spots using marker. Since I was having so many issues with my fabric markers last time, I went ahead and just used a permanent marker. At first, I was using my washable marker to draw the top stitch line, but it didn't wash away from this fabric very well. So I made two new wings to replace the ones that had washable marker on them. Next, I brought out two strips of black fabric, folded them in half, and sewed along the edge, making a tube. I'm adding wire to the wings to make them more posable. Then I took out the wing pieces and sewed them together. I used a whip stitch to sew along the top to leave as much space for inserting the wire later. Once the wings were sewn together, I turned them right side out and top stitched the veins using a super sparkly thread. Then the wings were finished, and I moved them to the side and started on the body. First, I sewed the inner leg pieces to the belly. Then I lined up the side piece and backstitched along the belly and leg pieces, leaving the bottom of the legs open to attach the paws later. I repeated that for the other side. Then pinned and sewed the paws. Next, I sewed along the back, leaving a gap to turn the plush right side out. Then I took the head and sewed it to the body. Then I turned the plush right side out to make sure everything looked alright. Yep, looking good. So I turned her back inside out to attach the wings. I removed the back seam, inserted the wings, and sewed along the back again. Then I took the seam out of her back leg and turned her back right side out. Now to stuff the plush. I ladder stitched the opening in her leg closed, and then realized I forgot to finish her face first and had to open it back up again. Using pins, I marked out where I wanted the eyes to go, then made 2 small holes. And placed the backings on the eyes. And then restuffed the plush. I noticed how the head kept leaning down, so I added a few stitches at the back of the neck to try and fix it. Next, I embroidered the nose and mouth. After that, I closed up the opening in her leg. But I wasn't too happy with the proportions of the plush. The head looked way too big next to other webkinz, and the face looked a bit flat when you turned her to the side. So I went off camera and got my mom to help. Together we added a 3D muzzle and brought in the seam allowance to shrink the head some. I also removed the wire as it was causing a lot of problems and wasn't working as I had hoped. She's now similar size and shape to the webkinz husky pup, and I'm really happy we went through and changed the head size. And with that, the plush is complete. Overall, I'm super happy with how she turned out. Even though she was a lot of work, I just love how much she matches the virtual design.
Alrighty, thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed, and I hope you have a lovely rest of your Halloween.